Board, and I'm going to mute everybody and we're going to get started. Okay, welcome guys. Thank you for joining me. It is Monday, November 11th, and this is our Push to Emerald call with Team Liberate. I'm just going to share my screen. There we go. But yeah, like I said, thank you for taking the time to be here and to listen. And I'm hoping that, and I like, as you probably saw on the event, I like to really share that this call is for everybody. It's for if you are pushing to get to Emerald yourself, you should be here. If you have personally sponsored coaches who are pushing to Emerald and you are, helping to lead them, you should be here. If you plan to even ever have a coach in your future, but you don't have one yet, you should be here. So you're here for yourself and you're here for your current team or your future team if you don't have one quite yet. So Emerald Rank. Emerald Rank is the first rank in this business. So when you sign up and you are quote unquote a coach. So your first rank advancement, your first rank goal is what we call Emerald Rank. And tonight we're going to talk about kind of the ins and outs, the why, the how, all about Emerald. So when you sign up, everybody has a left leg and a right leg. We also refer to our legs as a weak leg and a strong leg. Now, there's not one straight answer like everybody's left leg is their weak leg, right leg is their strong leg, or vice versa. It depends where you are in the genealogy of the coach who signed you up. So whether that's me or Christina or whoever that is, that person can help you look in your Coach Online office and figure out for you which one is your weak leg and which one is your strong leg. And we're going to come back to why that's important in a minute. But just know that, this is pretending that this is you as a green emerald. Everybody has a left leg, everybody has a right leg. In order to be an emerald coach, you have to have one active coach, and I'm going to get to that in a second, on your left, and one active coach on your right leg. Active means that person, so this person and this person are ordering at least 50 PV or 50 volume points worth of product every month. 99.9% of coaches drink Shakeology every day. If you do that, then you are fulfilling that requirement easily. A bag of Shakeology is 90 PV. So if you're on Shakeology Home Direct, it's nothing, you don't even have to think twice about it. Or have your people think twice about it, I should say, because in order for you to keep your rank, these two people have to continue to purchase the 50 PV. So they don't have to get Shakeology. Maybe they have an allergy to Shakeology. Maybe they want to get it every other month. The opposite months, there's tons of options. Like the 3-day refresh with Shakeology, I think is 52 PV. A tub of Energize and the 10 packet, like the 10 individual packets, I think that comes to like 53 PV or something. Like the beach bars, 3 boxes of the beach. There's so many different options. So don't think, well, this person can't be active because they're not drinking Shakeology every month. And also, that's a way to talk to people about different products and try new things and that sort of thing. So left, right, you have to have one active coach on your left, one active coach on your right. Active meaning they have the 50 PV. It doesn't matter to Beachbody if these coaches are business builders or discount coaches. Like in Beachbody world, like it doesn't matter. Beachbody doesn't care, and they don't care who they are too. They can be your controlled business center, which we're going to talk about in a second. They can be your mom, your sister, your brother. They can be some random person you met online. Doesn't matter. Left and right. Why open a controlled business center? So a controlled business center is exactly what it sounds like. It's a business center that you can control. Most people sign up their significant other as their controlled business center. Your controlled business center is, like I said, something that a business center that you can control. So it's the person whose name it's under is likely to be somebody that you really trust. So for example, my husband is my controlled business center. I signed him up as my controlled business center about 2 weeks after I started coaching. I had no idea why. I didn't understand like the logistics of it, but my coach Annie told me to do it, and I saw the longevity of this business. I knew what was capable of this business, and so she was telling me to do it. I saw her success, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. You won't reap the benefits of it overnight, but it's definitely something to do if you have the long-term vision of seeing yourself being here a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. It's a very smart move. So it's somebody that you trust, who's going to trust you to go into their business center and work their business. So so I build my husband's business center. And so I put coaches underneath him. And so basically, let me kind of show you instead of kind of spewing all the information at you. So let's pretend that this is me, and then this is you down here. Now, your controlled business center, there's really no right or wrong, but we recommend you put that person on your weak leg. Remember, that's where the weak and the strong come in. Now, this person in pink, let's pretend, again, this is you. This person in pink is your weak leg because this is the inside leg. So if you forget that like all of this is here and just pretend that this is the top and there's two legs, left leg, right leg. Your left leg in this circumstance, not necessarily in real life, is your weak leg. Because see how it's like on the inside, whereas this side is the outside. So the team is going to help you build this leg. So anything that this person purchases, so the volume goes all the way to the bottom, and every week it works its way back up, and so you benefit from that volume. And any customer that this person brings on, their volume goes all the way to the bottom and works its way back up every Thursday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. The Beachbody World goes Thursday morning to Wednesday night, and we get paid every Thursday. So say this person brings on a coach, everything that person does goes to the bottom and works its way back up. So the team is helping you build this strong leg. That's why it's strong, because it's a team effort. You got a lot of people building volume for that leg of yours. That's your strong leg because it's on the outside. The inside is your weak leg because simply it's weak. There's not anybody else besides the people that you put there and yourself who are going to be building that leg. So it's weak. It's not as strong. There's not as many people there. We suggest you put your controlled business center on your weak leg because a lot of your efforts are going to be going to that weak leg because you need to build that weak leg to keep up with the strong leg, which is going to be hard because you have the whole team working over here, right? Which I think is actually a smart thing that Beachbody does. They help us by allowing us to work as a team with our strong leg, but they require everybody to put some skin in the game and really work the business to see success on your weak leg. So if most of your efforts are going to go to your weak leg, why not put your controlled business center there so that both of you reap the benefits from all of that hard work, right? Like this leg's already going to be getting enough volume from the team. You might as well be putting your controlled business center on your weak leg. Again, the person who signed you up can help you go into your Coach Online office and figure out which one of your legs is your strong leg and which one of your legs is your weak leg. So your controlled business center is a business center that you're going to control. So like I have my husband's password and login. So, if I'm going to sign up a coach and I realize that I need a business builder there and this person is really gung-ho and wants to build a business, I'm going to go into his business pretending I'm him and place the person there and send them a link to his account. And they're going to technically be his coach, but we're going to work together. Also, that Beachbody is going to pay that controlled business center for any of the activity that controlled business center produces. Just because you're technically the coach controlling that center doesn't mean they're not going to pay you. They're going to pay that account. So it has to be someone who you have a good relationship with, who's going to give you the money that account makes. So for me and my husband, it doesn't matter because we share a bank account. But if you're signing up your mom as your controlled business center, you guys would work out something where she would Venmo you at the end of every month or something, because you can't sign up your name with somebody else's business center with like the bank account. Like that's not going to fly with Beachbody because technically we're not really supposed to do this. But all top coaches do. So you're going to have to kind of work it in the background, if that makes sense. So that's your controlled business center, and that's where you want to put them. And the reason why you want to put them there, or the reason why you want to sign them up in general, is because, like I said, you're not going to reap the benefits of this overnight. But if you have the vision that this is your plan A and you're not going anywhere, it's something you want to do. It's a very smart move. So for example, back to me, pretend this is me. I signed up my husband as my controlled business center on my weak leg. I said 2 weeks into coaching. Now, because I signed him up when I did, I've now been a coach for 4.5 years. It definitely didn't take me 4.5 years to start, it maybe took, I want to say maybe like a year. It depends how fast your business is growing. But because I signed him up there as soon as possible, he was my first person on my weak leg. So now 4.5 years later, all of the activity that happens below him, which is like a lot, like I told you, the volume goes to the bottom and works its way up. So basically we're double dipping for our family. So like his account cycles every week, not because, I don't put any customers underneath him usually, unless I'm having a really great month. It's really just because of the residual income and where I put him and when I put him there. For example, if I had waited 6 months to put him here, he would have, I would have been signing up other people in the meantime. And then he would have been down here and he would have missed out on all the volume that happened between me and him. Does that make sense? Like I signed him up right away. So his business center maximizes on as much volume that's happening on that leg of mine. So like all of the volume that's happening, everything that people are selling and buying and happening every week, like he benefits from all of that. So his business center gets all of that volume. And then my business center gets all of that volume. Whereas if I had waited 6 months and then I like had signed a rock star in between, like, can you imagine if you waited 6 months to sign your controlled business center? And in the meantime, you signed like an Ashley Fell Dyson who brings in all of this volume, like your controlled business center would miss out on all of that. Like you'd be screwed. I'd be so pissed, like you want to sign up your controlled business center as soon as possible to allow them in the future to maximize volume points. Again, you're not going to see it overnight because you're going to place them there, but then your team has to grow in order to accumulate that volume in order for them to team cycle. So it's definitely like a long-term thing, but it's the smartest thing to do. All right. So moving on, why hit Emerald? So we've talked about what is Emerald, how you're going to get there. Now, why? Like, why would you want to hit Emerald? There's a bunch of reasons. Number one, it's a stepping stone. It's just, you're moving in the right direction. You become a coach, then you're an Emerald coach, and then, moving on to the other ranks in this business. It means you're building a team. I don't care if your two coaches are your mom and your sister, your husband and your best friend. It doesn't matter. Two coaches is two freaking coaches. And I don't care if they're business builder coaches or discount coaches. Two coaches is two coaches. You have a team. Once you sign up one coach, you have a freaking team. You want to treat this business as a business, as you're growing a team. You never know. Maybe those people down the road are going to turn into business builders. Maybe they won't. In the meantime, while you have these two discount coaches, you're continuing to work your business, continuing to bring on challengers, and maybe those challengers are going to turn into business builders. It's just, you are building a team. You get credibility. It means like, like I got this, I'm doing this, I'm moving up in rank and I am, moving my business forward. You can start team cycling. So like I talked about a little bit with the controlled business center. Once you hit Emerald, you start to accrue volume. Now you can't accrue volume until you are an Emerald. So you want to get to Emerald as soon as possible because otherwise you are, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you have volume there because of the team that's helping you, work your business, but you can't hold on to it. It's not yours. It just keeps falling through the cracks until you're an Emerald. Like it's there. But if you're not an Emerald, Beachbody gets rid of it. But if you're an Emerald, you can hold on to it and you start banking it and accruing it. And so when one leg, usually your weak leg, gets 100 volume points, and one leg, which would be your strong leg, gets 200 volume points, you cash out. As an Emerald, you cash out at $14 per cycle. So if you have 100 and 200 in any given week, that's $14. Awesome. If you have more and, Beachbody can do another 100 and another 200 because you have 400 and 200, you team cycle twice. Again, Emerald is $14 a cycle. That's 28 bucks. It might not sound like a lot, but over time that grows. Like I cycled, so then as a Ruby, which is with the next rank, is $16, and as a Diamond or above, it's $18. And this past week, granted, we had a awesome launch with the Peppermint Mocha Shakeology, but I cycled like 30 or 40 times. Like that adds up. That adds up like a lot. So we have people on our team who cycle like thousands, literally thousands of dollars worth just with cycling, not even with the 25% commission. It's just all about being consistent and, you know, being here for the long haul. Like these coaches clearly are coaches who have been here for a while, who have, you know, grown their teams and have a lot of volume happening underneath them. If you drop your Emerald rank, you lose your volume. So once you get to Emerald, you don't want to lose it. And this is something I forgot to mention. When you get to Emerald, it's great. You have an active coach on the left, an active coach on the right, but then obviously you don't want to stop there for multiple reasons. You want to keep adding coaches when you can, if you can, to get you closer to Diamond, because that would be like the next big goal. But also you want what I call buffers. So like, say you have Sally and Johnny over here. Say Sally loses her job and all of a sudden she can't drink Shakeology anymore. You don't want to like be relying on the fact that Sally and Johnny are buying products every month in order to keep your Emerald status. Like that's stressful. You want to add buffers. You want to add more people. So say Sally goes inactive because she can't afford it because she loses her job. It's cool because you had already signed up Mary under here. And so kind of Mary will help. Mary will allow you to keep your active Emerald status because then Mary will be your coach on the left and then you still have Johnny on your right. Does that make sense? You don't want to rely on people. So obviously it's good. You're an Emerald, you have 2 coaches, but you want to keep going. Like we're not going to stop there. Keep going, get closer to Diamond, have your buffers. You don't want to be, you know, you don't want to like be annoying and harp at people. Like if they're going to go inactive, you don't want to, you know, be annoying. Like, oh, are you going to get your Shakeology? I want to check back. Are you going to get your Shakeology? You're like, no, like just let them be. If they can't afford it, they can't afford it. You can be cool as a cucumber because you have other people below that person, you know? So team cycling and then free customer leads. So basically what happens every month is there's 2 pools that are happening. One pool is Beachbody is making a huge group of people who have signed up for just like a free account or have ordered P90X on an infomercial or went right to Beachbody without otherwise having a coach and they've purchased something. So they have signed up without a coach. And then at the same time, they're pooling all of the Team Beachbody coaches who are an active Emerald or higher and have hit Success Club that month. And basically at the end of every month, Beachbody evenly distributes these customers who need a coach to the coaches who have fulfilled the requirement to, you know, get these free leads by hitting Success Club and being an active Emerald or higher. And so you get these free customers. Now, not all of them pan out. Some of them want nothing to do with you. But when you get a good one, you get a great one. Like I have this guy right now who's amazing and he's really active and he wants to buy Shakeology. So I'll probably get 2 points from him, you know, like, and we have a really great connection happening. Maybe he'll become a coach one day. I've definitely had people start as free customer leads and become coaches. When you hit Success Club 5, you get what we call like a customer lead. So they have, they've either made a free account or they've ordered something other than Shakeology. You don't get the commission on their initial order because you become their coach after their initial order. But you get commission on everything else thereafter. And then hopefully you know, build a connection with them and maybe they order a challenge pack. Maybe they get on Shakeology Home Direct, maybe connect with them on Facebook and they become, you know, part of your group. But if you hit Success Club 10 or higher and you're an active Emerald or higher, you get the customer leads and Shakeology leads. And with the Shakeology leads, you do get commission on their first order, which 25% of $96 bag of Shakeology is like what? $27 or something, 9, 18, 20, like $25 or something like that, depending on what state and tax and all that fun stuff. So that's kind of exciting. So you get the Shakeology leads and the customer leads. So it's just another cool perk of this business. So let's start now. Oh, I forgot to send the girl our speaker, link. That's okay. So start right now. I really, really, really want you to do this. Like seriously, stop and think about this. Write down 3 people who are options for your controlled business center. If you have a significant other, hopefully they would be on board because they would see the long-term benefits for your household, for your family. Not everybody has that option. So if you don't have a significant other, like who else in your life, like do you trust? I would recommend a family member, but you know, not everybody has that either. So maybe like a best friend, somebody who's going to allow you to kind of work their business and who's going to give you the money that you earn through that account. Number 2, make a list of 15 people that you would want to join you, both as customers and coaches. I have found in my experience, the best coaches start as customers first. So, you know, 15 people who would join you. And obviously you can come back to this after we hop off, but 15 people to join you. And you don't want to decide for them. You know, don't think, oh, Susie wouldn't want to coach, she's too busy. Or Sally never posts on social media, she wouldn't be a good coach. You have no idea. If I had looked at myself before I started coaching, I wouldn't have thought I would have been like a good coach. I'd never posted. I wasn't like outgoing on social media. So you never know. Don't judge a book by its cover. You got to invite everybody and let them decide. And then even if they decide that it's not a good fit for them, at least you've planted a seed and maybe they're going to come back to you. Number 3, go to your calendar and write down your Emerald goal date. Now, a lot of top coaches call this call, like they name this call, Emerald in 24 hours. Because you could be an Emerald at 8:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, Tuesday night. It's not hard. Sorry, that's a little tough love, but it's not hard. You sign up your significant other, you sign up your best friend, because they're going to get challenge packs and they're going to be on their way to living healthier lives, and they're going to help you build your business in the meantime. It's a win-win. Doesn't mean they have to drink Shakeology forever, because again, you're going to get those buffers and maybe, you know, but for now, maybe for the next month, you have your best friend and your husband helping you, and it's your goal to have a buffer beneath both of them by the end of next month so that you keep your Emerald status, but they aren't like locked in. They don't have to continue with Shakeology if they don't want to, but who wouldn't want to? You know, like your babysitter and your best friend, your aunt and your cousin, your mom and your kid's kindergarten teacher who you're really good friends with, your neighbor and the girl that you work with, your colleague at work. 2 people who can help you start your business. It doesn't mean that they have to spend, buy Shakeology for the rest of their life. They're just helping you, and it's your goal in the next month to replace them if that's not something they really wanted to do. But they're going to get 30 days worth of Shakeology. They're going to get all the workouts. Like who wouldn't? Everybody can benefit from that. Or they can just get the Shakeology if they don't want the workouts. You know, like there's so many different options, and they would be helping you build your business in the meantime. Okay, so in the chat, tell me your Emerald date. It shouldn't be like 4 months from now. It should be like, somebody might be ballsy and say tomorrow. It could be this time next week. Definitely sometime within November. It should not be outside of November. That's for sure. November 23rd. I love it. Love it, love it. Seekonk, I'm not answering that. End of the month. Sorry. Stop. I don't want to answer your phone call. You're so annoying. November 21st. I love it. But okay, so you have these goals, but push yourself to even try for next week. And then if you don't hit it next week, then you still have a little bit of a cushion. You know what I mean? Don't wait until November 20th if your goal is November 21st. Start pushing now, and then if you don't get there, you got a little bit of leeway, so you can still make your goal. Got it? Do you guys have any questions? Well, you know where to find me if you do. I'm going to hop off. If you have any follow-up questions like later tonight, tomorrow, next week, ever, you know where to find us. I'm going to hop off, let this load, and then hop back on for our team call. Okay? All right. Thanks, ladies.